dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, welcome to all of you for the fourth day session in Holistic Wellness Program 21 days. Before commencing the session, my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, my great salutations to the beloved Grand Master, Matar Babaji. My dear masters, my dear friends, my dear gods. Today we are going to start the fourth day session. So today's first will be having any questions. If you have any one or two people, one or two masters, if you have any questions, you can ask. After that, we'll go into meditation, deep meditation today, almost like 30-40 minutes. After that, we'll have the sharing of wisdom regarding the holistic lifestyle, part 1. We'll be sharing with you all about how to maintain the physical health, how to take care of the physical health. With respect to the food and the lifestyle practices, we'll teach you. And after that, finally, any questions you can take. And especially on Saturday, every Saturday, as we design part of curriculum, every Saturday it is meant for all the masters to share their talents and to exhibit their talents. Also, if you want, you can also teach all some small concepts which you learned. You can teach. It will be a practice for all of you. Number one. Number two is on Saturday, 20 to 30 minutes only for clarifications of doubts. The whole week you must write it down. That's why we are not allocating much time during the week time, because it's going to take a lot of time. So what you can do is on Saturday, you write it down, all the questions. Number 1, 2, 3, everybody, every master. Please make a note of all the questions, what you would like to ask. The spirituality, health-wise, the treatments, whatever it may be, right? So those things you can just list it down, keep it ready for Saturday. But tomorrow, I'll allocate about 30 minutes for that. Remaining 30 minutes all about for meditation. Another 30 minutes for your own talents, whatever you would like to exhibit, you can do that. Okay. So this is how we plan for tomorrow, right? So okay, friends. Any questions? Anything you would like to talk? Chitra wants to talk to you. Okay. Who is Chitra? Can you raise the hand? Yeah. Once.
Sir, Chitra, she messaged me yesterday like she wants to talk to you.
Okay.
So,
She's
Chitra, are
there.
you
She's
here?
there. She's here.
Yeah, she's here. Chitra,
Hmm.
do you want to talk, Chitra?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Unmute. It's unmuted.
Hello.
Yeah.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Actually, I'm just suffering from giddiness. It's not giddiness, dizziness, I think so. Like a drunkard people, how it is going to be. My head is going to having a heaviness from past 2 years. I went for allopathy. I went for everything.
Can you
Even
open your video if possible? Can you talk with the video?
yes, sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd been for allopathy. I think MRI scan, everything is normal. Even BP, sugar, whatever they do. Actually, I have BP. So they've given me the medication. But in spite of taking that also, actually I'm working as a lecturer in the college.
Okay.
So if I think also, feeling very difficult to stand and face the students as such. I feel somewhat dizziness as such, and suddenly I'll feel anxiety. I don't know what is the reason. From past 2 years, I'm getting this particular problem. So I think I've gone for all the thing. Yesterday, Deepika ma'am was there. I asked her what has to be done. She told you can just talk to the master, where master can just give you some solution for your problem. So that's the thing I want to talk to you, Guruji.
Did you check all the MRIs and scanning, everything?
Yeah, everything was being checked. Everything is normal.
Normal. But you get the dizziness particularly a particular timing or any time?
Yeah,
Or?
particular timing in sense, morning I'll be very brisk, everything energized, but only after 9:30 it starts, Guruji. It will be somewhat like dizziness. I feel that it's not giddiness, dizziness, heaviness. I feel something, I'll just fall. That is what it is been in my mind. And I feel there is a weakness in my leg also, right, left leg. It starts from my left leg. Suddenly, I feel that I don't have that strength. And suddenly, my giddiness starts. The giddiness and that dizziness, heaviness. And I'll just walk. in my leg itself. Like I support my leg with the slipper, I'll be just moving. That is the case what I'm facing. That's the problem what I'm facing. Guruji.
Okay. But you do not have any the physical problem, health problem as such. It
Nothing,
is not
nothing.
identified by any doctors.
No, not it. Nothing. Actually, every test was being made. Everything is normal. And doctor itself, what they did, no, it may be vertigo. They gave me the tablet. Then they told it was not vertigo. Then they gave me for weakness. They gave, and doctor itself, they are telling, let us see if whatever the tablet medication I'm giving, if any one medication suits you, then we will just continue with that particular tablet. Otherwise, we have to test with each and every tablet. So now actually they gave for vertigo, Guruji. Then they've given me for now the weakness. They've given me, but then too the dizziness is not gone.
Okay. So are you taking any tablets now?
I'm just taking one BP tablet as well as sugar tablet. And someone recommended me to go for Ayurvedic. I'm going for Ayurvedic. They've given some 3 tablets that has to be taken. They told that Vata is more. That's the reason why you are getting all this. And they've given me 3 tablets. They put on me 3 tablets, Guruji.
And even along with three Ayurvedic tablets, you are also taking one BP sugar tablet.
Yes, yes, yes.
BP sugar tablet from since how long you're taking?
I think from past 7 to 8 months.
7 to 8 months. Oh my God.
Mhm.
What is the BP value?
BP, I'm getting 150 by 92.
Okay. It's not
Mhm.
so high also. Anyway. What about sugar? What is the value?
Sugar, it will be 252 or as 220 it was.
Okay. How is your food style? What do you eat from breakfast to dinner?
Morning breakfast, I'll just have it not exactly as such as I'm working. When I get free time, I'll have. Usually it will be at 10 o'clock or 10:30 I'll have.
Hmm.
And the afternoon, it
What
will
what
be
do what do
fruit.
you have? What do you have
Yeah,
for
usually
breakfast?
I will have upma or it may be dosa or it may be idli. Sometimes avlaki upit. That's all. That 4. And afternoon I'll have a 2 or 2:30, the normal food. And night before
Normal food
7:30,
means no. Normal food means what? What?
rice as well as rice sambar or it may be any 1 or 2 palyas.
Chapati you're not taking, right?
Chapati, no, I'm not taking chapati.
Yeah. Okay. Night time
Night 7:30, it is not going to be chapati, one dosa, or it may be a little rice. I'll just take
rice.
7:30,
Okay.
before 7:30.
Okay. And in between, no, nothing as such.
Nothing, nothing as such. Maybe I'll just have one coffee or one tea. In
Hmm.
between, maybe at 11:30, one coffee or tea, or otherwise 5 o'clock, I'll just have one coffee or
Yeah. That anyway you should avoid. Now in this
okay.
condition, in your
Mm.
condition, you must avoid tea, coffee, both. You cut off. You just
Okay.
replace by one hot water or otherwise some kashaya something if possible. Okay.
Okay.
What
Okay.
happen? That leads to this all this whatever sugar levels, the variation
Mm-hmm.
of glucose levels in your body, it brings all
Mm.
this condition, painting. What happens is the especially the sugar when the glucose so much increase, no, so up and
Mm-hmm.
downs that brings some
Mm-hmm.
kind of painting. Painting means
Mm.
like we don't know like when will fall down all these things. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that kind of
Uh-huh.
condition, and especially
Okay.
you must change your lifestyle diet style. Basically,
Okay.
morning what
Mm.
happens is when you woke up early morning
Mm.
at five
Mm.
o'clock something, within half an
Ah.
hour to 1 hour, you must consume minimum 1 liter water. Today you are going to learn all this today. Lifestyle.
Oh,
What is the
okay.
holistic lifestyle? I'm going to teach you. But
Okay.
as such, for you just like in a short while, like I'll try to brief you what you must be
Mm-hmm.
doing. But all
Okay.
others here, you must be following, including you must be following holistic lifestyle in a day to day, in a
Okay.
day to day regular life that I'll be teaching
Mm.
today anyway, covering all the subject, all the topics.
Oh,
But you
okay.
must be changing lifestyle
Mm.
diet style such a way early morning once you woke up you must consume 1 liter water,
Okay.
1 liter water slowly sipping in the course
Okay.
in the matter of half an hour to 1 hour. Okay,
Okay.
with that
Okay.
you must like empty all your bowels properly, the
Okay.
like excretion stool passage also be proper and clear.
Okay.
That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. Number
Okay.
two, you must be drinking some green juice. The like
Okay.
especially because you are having a diabetic. what you do is coriander juice.
Okay.
Coriander juice you must take at 8 o'clock. You must take every day. 21 days itself, you find lot of difference within your sugar.
Okay.
Sugar is a Ramabana. It works like anything.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you replace that. Then after this dosha, idli, all the oily stuff, reduce it. What you do
Okay.
is you try to add or in the morning itself, if you can, if
Mm,
energy is
mm,
sufficient, what you do is so take some like salad, like different
Okay.
vegetables, otherwise different fruits as such. The sweety fruits you can't eat because you're diabetic, na? You can't eat so
Okay.
much. But still,
Mm-hmm.
what I suggest is replace with all vegetables, like a
Okay.
natural food. Go with the natural food one time morning, only
Okay.
only in the afternoon only. Okay, sprouts
Mm-hmm.
also not every day.
Mm-hmm.
Sprouts cannot be taken every day. It has got a lot of protein, higher protein. Weekly once or twice is recommended. Sprouts. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
either in the morning or evening you can take
Okay.
dinner, the part of dinner, or morning you can take sprouts, but weekly once or twice, not every day, because it has got highest amount of protein,
Okay.
which is not much required for our physical body. Keep on taking protein that loads the kidney. Okay, it's going to
Okay.
be problematic. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
afternoon, what you do is normal, like grain meal, pulse meal, whatever you want, but no
Mm-hmm.
chapati. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
chapati must be fully removed from your diet all throughout life,
Okay.
all throughout your life,
Okay.
not now or
Okay.
a day after. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
please remove the chapati itself. If you want to eat
Okay.
chapati kind of thing, so this
Mm-hmm.
like finger millet, that's ragi, sajje, roti.
Mm-hmm.
Ragi rote, sajji rote. Okay. So
Okay.
jolada rote, that is jowar, like
Java.
all
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, these kind of rotis you can eat if you wanted.
Okay.
Okay, there's no other question
Mm.
of taking any other kind of thing. Okay, that's
Okay.
the
Okay.
thing. For that, one chapati, 3 bowls of curries. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
two chapati, 4 bowls of like all these palli means that whatever curries. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay.
curries also should not have too much oil, too much spice that you maintain. That's for afternoon, evening time, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. If you feel hungry,
Okay.
take
Mm-hmm.
some
Okay.
like
Mm-hmm.
dry fruits which are
Mm-hmm.
soaked, and you can take it. Otherwise, some fruits,
Okay.
some kind of not very sweety fruits, normal fruits, you take it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
even if you want grated coconut, wet coconut, no, grated
Mm-hmm.
coconut, you can take that also.
Okay.
That can be taken
Okay.
in the even morning also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the midday meal must be strong because you have got a lot of
Okay.
fire inside your stomach. Jataragni.
Mm-hmm.
Jataragni is there, no? Jataragni. Jataragni will be very strong in the afternoon time. That's why we suggest you
Mm-hmm.
night time, no meals.
Okay.
Night time, no meals, only vegetable salad.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And if possible, you can drink some juice also.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do this
Mm-hmm.
much. Do this much.
Okay.
And
Okay.
motion, how many times you get per day?
Per day it will be one time,
Mhm.
sometimes two times.
Okay, fine. Anyway, that's okay. So this is how your lifestyle must be. If you
Okay.
do it
Okay.
like this, strictly if you follow
Mm,
40 to
mm,
50 days, and I'll
mm.
give some mudras also,
Okay.
definitely you'll come out of this issue. You'll find the difference within a week.
Oh, thanks,
If
God.
you
Lord
follow
bless.
this, you find the
Mm-hmm.
difference without going to any doctor. I'm sure
Okay.
that you'll find within a week lot of difference within your so-called the current health condition.
Okay. Okay, Guru.
Understood?
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
now
Guru.
this with respect to the food style and lifestyle. Okay.
Mm,
And so approximately like in a weekly once Abhyanga Snana possible, like
mm.
oil bathing.
Oh, God.
It's also very
Mm.
good. And 15 days once Ekadashi you must do fasting.
Okay.
You must do fasting. See, these are all
Mm.
for detoxification process, I'm telling you.
Okay. Okay.
See,
Mm.
what happened is we never allow body to detoxify. That's the
Mm.
biggest problem.
Mm.
We think that whatever we eat, it's like it produces a waste. That waste
Okay.
is must be expelled out properly, but
Oh,
we don't do that. We think it
mm.
will go, but it doesn't go. It
Okay.
it decay within the so-called large intestine. That's called
Okay.
colon area, colon area, colon
Mm.
condition. That colon or bowels is there, na? So in that
Mm.
it will be persisting there. it will decay, it will produce a lot of bacteria and acidity. So that
Okay.
causes all these kind of problems. What you must
Okay.
do is every Ekadasi, you must do fasting with the help of, if you are not able to sustain, energy levels are not sufficient, go with the liquid. All the liquid means like no solid food basically. In the liquid
Okay.
also, water with honey. If that is not sufficient for your energy, the energy looks like coming down. Just you can't add so much honey because you are having already some the diabetic condition. Okay, what it is like you can take lemon water, and the hot water, the light, you can say lukewarm water, and then you
Okay.
keep taking like this without, you should not allow the body to dehydrate. Okay,
Okay.
and also you can take, if you want buttermilk, you can take
Okay.
some without sugar, you can take fresh juice. Okay,
Okay.
so these kind of things take liquids only that particular day. One day in the 15 days once you must fast.
Okay.
Yeah. See, all these things, without following all these things, there's a lot of wastage inside. Okay. And having that wastage, you can't expect any good health within you.
Okay.
This is all about, maintaining the body, maintaining the physical body. It's called maintenance and sustenance, which we
Okay.
must be doing all the time. And this is
Okay.
not told by doctors because they don't need to tell you. They don't want to tell you, first of all. Okay, is a problem. Okay, and yes, so for your condition, definitely some mudras you take it, so that mudras also will help you. So do one
Okay.
mudra majorly, mainly, to get a proper sleep. This whatever the body heaviness and strain, stress, and anxiety, all this to take out. Apana Vayu mudra. Apana Vayu mudra you must practice daily, morning 40 minutes, evening 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise 4 5 times, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 times,
Okay.
4 times. If you do it,
Mm.
your problem will be solved.
Okay, Guruji.
Yeah, and your sugar will get control. Your BP also
Mm.
comes to control. For BP, I'll give another mudra, one mudra.
Okay.
These two mudras you practice, not much.
Okay.
1 second, I'll show you.
Thank you.
Make a note. Right. See here. Is both hands must be clean, and there should not be nails, much nails. Okay, that's very important. Now, Apana Vayu
Mm.
Mudra, I'm going to show you how to practice. Sit straight
Mm.
back erected and take a three to four deep breaths.
Mm.
It's like three long breaths, leave it. After that, slowly form the mudra. See, Apana Vayu Mudra. The index finger touch the base of the thumb finger, touch the tips of the both the ring finger and middle finger with the thumb finger slightly. Then keep this little finger erected, straight. So like this, do like this. Similarly here in this hand. Okay. Do like this. Keep on thighs. You must keep on thighs and practice always. Any mudra you must be practicing by keeping on thighs. Very, very important. We have something called a Gupta Nadi, which is running in the, especially in the thighs, so which connects the energy from the hands to that, and then it takes to the respective location in the body. Okay, to cure. So this is what important. So this mudra must be practiced. Okay, this is number one. Number two mudra is for the BP, especially high BP control. See here, these two hands, you can press like this, keep it like this. This is high BP mudra. Rakta potu mudra. Okay, you can keep like this, keep it, keep on thighs. Practice 10, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, how much are possible. 30 minutes in one shot also, at least twice in a day. Okay, and this is one mudra. And if you want one more mudra, you can practice. See here.
Hello.
This is Musti Mudra.
This area.
Musti Mudra.
Hello.
We are closed like this, and thumb must be placed on the ring finger, like this. Musti Mudra. Keep it like this, down. So these three mudras must be practiced next 1 week and tell me. Okay? Understood? And
Yes,
follow the
Guruji.
lifestyle. Start following the lifestyle. That's all what you
Sure,
need.
sure, Guruji.
Okay?
Okay,
Yes.
Guruji.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Guruji.
Right.
Pranam.
Yeah. So yes, ma'am. So we'll start the session. So you want to be a co-hosted, Deepika, or Monday onwards?
Sir, from Monday.
Yeah, okay. Right. Right. So, okay, masters. Now, if anybody questions, you can ask question. One more master can ask the question. Otherwise, we'll start the meditation now. It's already late. Right. So let's start the meditation. Sit comfortably, everybody. Sit straight, back erected. Cross your fingers into fingers. Clasp the hands. It's called clasping hands. Cross your legs on the down underneath. And then slowly, gently remove the spectacles. Keep it aside. In the house, when you are practicing, make all around you should be as much as dark as possible. In the house, when you are practicing, if possible, always have one glass of water before starting meditation. Keep one more glass of water beside you. Sit in the meditation from all the time from only one single place. Every time you're joining in the meditation, that's most comfortable. Cozy and calm place must be selected. Serene environment. If possible, scented. Scented means like natural perfumes. Anything can be possible. You can natural. It must be natural. Sambrani and all these things. That will be much conducive. It makes the environment so conducive for the meditation. Now, after closing the eyes, start observing the natural, simple, tender, peaceful, loving, harmonious, synchronous, generous breath, free flow breath, free flow of breath. Just go on observe. Go on observe the breath. No more thoughts. If any thought comes, cut the thoughts right away. Bring back your observation to the breath, my dear friends. No mantra, no chanting, no japa, no tantra, no hallucinations, no dreams, no visualizations at all. Only the mere observation of the breath. That is called meditation. Be aware of your breath. Witness your breath. Be a witness to your own breath. A grand witness to your own breath. Go on up to the breath. Also, keep listening to the background music, which will take you to the deeper state of meditation. Straight away, you will avoid all the thoughts. Any thought is coming also. All the thoughts will be centered out by synchronizing with the music, melodious music. Last 2 minutes, final 2 minutes, my dear friends, my dear masters. Keep coming to body consciousness. Final 2 minutes. Last 30 seconds, final 30 seconds, my dear friends. Keep coming to body consciousness. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds and 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take both hands, keep on your eyes for 5 seconds. Gently touch your both eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly take your hands away. Slowly open your eyes. Yes, friends. So wonderful meditation. The music we have done. We received wonderful amount of energy, the cosmic energy, my dear friends. So today, after the meditation, the sharing of wisdom for today. The sharing of wisdom for today is holistic lifestyle. Holistic lifestyle part 1. Okay. So the old masters here, you already got that wisdom. In the previous session, we have shared with you. Now, anyway, the new masters are here, so let's share as many times as possible. If you keep hearing anything, that will go inside to us. The repetition is always very, very important, my dear friends. Even the old masters who are here, who already gone through the session the last session, the batch number 12. Even then, you can go through once again today also. It will be much more like you can take it, that wisdom, you can take it inside permanently. You can have the permanent storage of the memory, right? Repetition is always important. Manana, that is repetition, right? Okay, friends, let's start the wisdom. So today's holistic lifestyle, the purpose of holistic lifestyle, especially we have named this program, 21 days program, as holistic wellness program. The reason being, we are going to teach, or we are going to educate, or we are going to learn about physical health also along with the spiritual wisdom. It means we are going to see to that our physical body, physically, immune system, basically immune system will achieve the all 4 types of health: physical health, mental health, social health, and spiritual health. So the purpose of this program, 21 days holistic wellness program, is to ensure that we inculcate all these 4 kinds of healths without fail. Most of the times what happens is either we worry about only physical health, or will be only taking care of the spiritual health. We miss physical health at that time. If you miss physical health by any chance, by any means, you always will be using your spiritual energy to heal your physical body all the time. So one must take care of physical health as well, the mental health, of course, and then spiritual health all together. Do not divide. There is no division. Everything must go hand in hand, right? At the same time, parallel. So you must be taking care of that way. Then you will ensure the overall development, holistic development, or this is called holistic health. You can also call it as holistic wellness, my dear friends. That's how. So these classes are designed like that. Every day we share the spiritual wisdom, we practice meditation. On every Friday, we try to share with you the knowledge and wisdom related to the physical body, especially food and lifestyle. Okay, so let's start now. My dear friends, we have 10 principles for holistic living, 10 principles which we designed part of this holistic wellness program, 21 days by Mahavatar Foundation. So we will be teaching you today there will be about four principles. Four principles basically we teach you in this session. The another six principles will be teaching you holistic lifestyle principles in the next week, Friday again. Okay, let's start the first principle. The 10 most important holistic lifestyle principles will ensure that you will know how to maintain the physical health properly. It means what is the kind of food, what is the kind of lifestyle we must follow. So the proper diet, the proper lifestyle. These two will ensure your physical body stay healthy, no doubt. So there's no doubt about it. If you follow these principles, right? The first principle, the first and foremost principle is what is the kind of food we must eat. Every day, whatever we are eating as a main course of food, what must be eaten? Understand? So most of the times, what we'll be eating, most of the people, chapati, rice. That's the main course of food. It's called grain meal or chapati meal we eat. And most of the people, like every day, they must be having a practice of eating only the rice, that is polished rice, also the chapati. Both are dangerous. How they are grown, first of all, the rice and chapati with a lot of chemicals. It's called chemical farming. All throughout India, they only do chemical farming. Very, very few places only they do natural farming. If at all you are lucky, nearby you have any farms like that, you can purchase. That too, don't purchase the polished rice. If at all you wanted, you have a craving for only rice, eating rice, you can just have brown rice, red rice, black rice, all this. That's very, very important, my dear friends. Not the polished rice, not the chemical oriented rice. Okay, so this you must avoid. Secondly, chapati. You must avoid the chapati because chapati, for that, the wheat powder, atta, jasirad atta, all these things, they generally grow this wheat in predominant way in, so-called Punjab state. There, they use a lot of chemicals, highest number of chemicals they spray, they use all the time. So that is chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides, fungicides, all this. Very, very dangerous, my dear friends. So that is why we must avoid this so-called the wheat also. And also in the wheat, there is some substance is there. One particular substance is there. It's called the gluten. The gluten is a substance that's a sticky substance. If you start eating chapati, that particular sticky substance go on pasted in for the walls of the small intestine as well. This is going to be pasted so around the so-called pancreas and all this stuff. That is where it doesn't allow the free and proper production of insulin into the so-called the blood. When there is a lack of insulin source in the physical blood, what might be happening? Yes, your glucose cannot be synthesized properly. The amount of glucose what is generated in the physical body, it will not be absorbed by the so-called bodily cells. If the bodily cells, though the glucose is available, let's say the glucose, how does the glucose generates? The glucose is generated after the digestion in the stomach, right? So the digestion process also will be definitely helped by all the gut bacteria as well, the insulin also. Once the digestion happens, then it produces something called glucose. That glucose and minerals and vitamins, all these are absorbed into the so-called the small intestine. Then in turn, it goes to the blood. It go and get into the blood, right? And then it will flow through the blood and it reaches to all the organs, so-called all the bodily cells. The bodily cells are the building blocks for your physical body, my dear friends. However, there are bricks to construct one physical building. The same way we treat or all the cells are the physical building blocks for the body. So if the health of the cell is proper, if you are able to take care of the health of the cell, a physical cell, right? So then obviously all the tissues are healthy, organs are healthy. If all the organs are healthy, you are bound to be healthy always, physically healthy, no doubt. So that's how we need to take care, my dear friends. This glucose production will be controlled by the glucose absorption into the bodily cells, will be taken care, will be controlled by monitored and controlled by the insulin, so-called insulin hormone. So this insulin hormone will not be generated if you start eating all the time chapati. Doctor prescribe wrongly, saying that eat chapati if you are having diabetes. No, you will be permanently diabetic if you start eating chapati. Please ignore. Please take away from your diet. So it's very important. So this is how the main course of food, what I would like to tell you, these must be removed. Then add millets, jowar, and finger millets, and you can say like sajje, ragi, all this. All these millets and sajje, ragi, all these things you can add. Like jola. Jola means we know, right? So corn or this thing, whatever. So these also can be used for making rotis. So in that way, what we'll do is replace all this with this particular product, with this particular produce. So this millets especially wonderful because now as we are discussing about rice and chapati, they also have less amount of fiber. Number two, that's the problematic. The less amount of fiber doesn't cause the proper excretion from the system. Whenever you eat any food, my dear friends, ensure that the proteins, vitamins, nutrients, all the nutrients plus the fiber must go into the mouth. Fiber must go into the stomach. It's very, very important. Without fiber, whatever we eat, after the eating, after the digestion process, it produces a wastage. After every digestion, it is bound to produce some wastage. That wastage must be expelled through the large intestine. It goes to colon and then goes to outside through the anus. So in the case of this particular wastage to go properly, the proper stools to happen, proper excretions to happen, what must be there is, along with this wastage, there must be so-called fiber component. If there is a proper amount of fiber in any food, that's a wonderful. So your excretion also taken care. Digestion is also slow because of the presence of the fiber component in any main course of food what you eat. It will ensure two things. Number one, proper slow digestion, slow and steady digestion, slow and steady the production of the slow and steady generation of the glucose into the blood. That's very, very important. In order to avoid the spike of glucose in the blood, what must be doing is whatever the food you eat, it must be slowly going to the digestion process. It must be taking not less than 5 to 6 hours. If you eat in the morning, let's say morning, of course, morning as we all suggest in this holistic sattvic lifestyle, we always suggest you to eat the natural food, juice and natural food, all these things. Then in that case, it doesn't take much time. It takes only 2 hours to digest and go to the excretion process. That doesn't matter. That doesn't cause any problems because the natural food like so-called salad and all will have its own fiber. And also it is waterous, more of water. But afternoon, whatever you eat, that food particularly, there's a grain meal or whatever, roti and sabji, that will have some kind, that must have some kind of fiber. Fiber means like millets food, the jowar roti and sajje roti, all this. That must be taken because they have more fiber. So that kind of food, if you take, definitely it takes about 5 hours to digest by 7, 6 o'clock. So it will keep on digesting. It doesn't digest in 20 minutes or 30 minutes. If you take any rice or a chapati, it will digest within an hour. Then the moment it digested, what happens? It generates a lot of amount of glucose. That glucose gets into the blood and the level of glucose will be spiked up. And then in between, if you are start eating again, now it's like let's say you are drinking coffee, tea, and you are drinking some cool drinks or all these things. If you do by mistakenly, without knowing, unconsciously, whatever, definitely it is going to make the sugar level much and much like higher and higher. That is problematic. This highest amount of sugar, what is deposited into the blood, that is going to be much dangerous, my dear friends. What is the minimum amount of glucose which must be existing in our blood? 5 to 6 liter we have blood. In that, it should be only 5 to 6 grams is allowed. With the kind of lifestyle and the food style, what we are injecting the glucose into the blood is almost 45 to 50 grams or sometimes 100 grams. So that is the presence of the glucose in our blood. Imagine, how do you digest now? How do you expel this extra amount of sugar? The extra amount of glucose, how do you consume? Tell me. We have no mechanism to consume. Either we don't do hard work, physical work, we don't do much exercises, we don't do much walking. We have most of the times, many of the people lead the sedentary lifestyle, sitting and walking, and no yogasanas. There's no physical work we are doing. Then we bound to keep that sugar or glucose for long time. Then there is a mechanism for the physical body. What is that? The liver, pancreas, they understood that okay, this glucose is not consumed so by the physical body. Then what must be done is they take away that glucose, especially from the blood. They convert that into glycogen packets. They store for the future. They store for all that for the future. Yes, of course, it is required. It will be with the liver. Okay, it will be deposited with the liver. Whenever there is a rush of the situation, something like tension, stress happens, we need more glucose to be consumed. That time it will supply. Even extra every day, we keep on pumping this glucose. Then what it does? So it will take that glucose and that convert that extra glucose, all that glucose into so-called triglycerides and fats and cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. So that bad cholesterol, that fats especially will be deposited at the waist and the thighs so that the weight will increase. That cause obesity in children, in the adults, all these people. And then what happens is that extra glucose, which was converted into fat, the so-called cholesterol, bad cholesterol, which will be deposited especially in the arteries, in the blood vessels of the heart. Like it go on paste in the walls at the inside walls of these blood vessels or arteries. Then this heart, whatever the blood supply goes to the heart, what happens is because of these blood vessels are getting narrow because of this pasting of the so-called cholesterol. As the blood vessels becomes narrow and narrower, then the amount of blood need to flow to the heart, it undergoes a lot of pressure. It's called high BP. You will get high BP, obviously. So the heart will take a lot of pressure in order to pump the same amount of blood. And also, as the blood flowing to the heart is less because of the narrow of the blood vessels, the heart also will get less amount of energy for its working. Okay, the heart also needs the energy to work. That energy will be going through the blood only. As the blood flow is lesser, thinner, all the arteries are thinner, then what happens? Obviously the heart also gets less amount of energy. Slowly, what happens? Heart muscles, get shrink, and also heart, whatever the tissues and all the body, all the cells of the heart will slowly get the death. They face the death. Then that leads to heart attack. Okay, This is how it's going to happen. It's all the scientific basis what we are trying to explain you. Please remember this. Okay. So my dear friends, because of this, what must be done, as I told you already, take the main course of food. Your main course of food must be having so-called millets. See, 10 days cycle you take. 10 days cycle, 2 days millets, 2 days brown rice, and other 2 days sajje roti, another 2 days so-called ragi mudde, ragi roti. Just go like this, one cycle, 10 days, 10 days, once, repeat this cycle. So no need to go all the time millets. That's also not possible. I mean, not correct. The reason is the more and more millets have got highest amount of fiber. What it does is it increase the heat within the body. It heats up the body. Do not consume or regularly the millets. That's not correct. Okay, don't do that. So that's also very important. So this is how, friends, if you follow, then you will ensure your physical health properly. So this is the main course of food. I would like to give you the idea about that. And also this main course of food, whatever I told you, millets and all this can be cooked and this can be eaten along with vegetable, like curry vegetables and sambar, and like whatever sabji you take, and rasam, all this, you can add up all these things with this also. Millets also can be mixed with all this, so you can make it tastier and you can eat. And chutneys, right? All this you can do that. And also, so many a time what happens is you can do lot of variety of dishes also. Like what we need is we need pulihora, we need dosha, idli, dosha, pulihora, like all these things you can make with the help of millets also. Of course, roti, right? So these are the variety of dishes can be made with the help of your siridhanya, your millets also, isn't it? So please try to follow this. Now, next food which we are going to discuss about is pulses and lentils. My dear friends, the pulses and lentils, this generally what happens, these pulses and lentils we take in order to get the required protein to the physical body. Okay, and this a fistful of dal or pulses are sufficient for one person per week to get enough protein. Just fistful of so-called fistful of dal, that is more than enough to supply you the required amount of protein per person per week. Imagine. At the same time, if at all you want to get the proper amount of this protein, see, protein is required for the physical body for the construction of tissues, bodily tissues, right? So for every tissue to be properly built, isn't it? So we need proper amount of protein. That's the requirement of protein. Okay. So mamsakrut. So this particular protein, how do you supply to the physical body? With the help of lentils, like dal, red gram dal, black gram dal, green gram dal. All these are there. There are different dals which we generally use. And also per week, let me tell you, one fistful of sprouts also. There's a second solution I'm giving you. First solution is one fistful, any kind of this dal per person per week is more than enough. Second solution, one fistful of sprouts per week is sufficient to get enough amount of protein to one person. That's also there. And also, one more solution. If at all you want to get this enough amount of so-called protein, one fistful of this groundnuts, soak in the water night time. The next day morning, you eat that, right? If you eat that, not by boiling, as it is, raw. If you eat it, you get enough amount of protein to your physical body. This is only what we need to do. Never try to attempt to eat non-vegetarian food just for getting the protein. Most of the people, what happen, they are misguided by so-called modern systems. They say that, eat non-vegetarian food to get a good amount of protein. And also they say that doctors also subscribe, they prescribe also, you eat more amount of non-vegetarian, this so-called egg and all these things to get enough amount of protein. All they say, that's all wrong, my dear friends. Don't do that. We need to remember one thing, the non-vegetarian food is going to supply animal protein. This is going to supply plant-based protein. Plant-based protein will be digested completely, no wastage. And animal-based protein, whatever you eat, all the flesh and this eggs and all these things, fish, all these things, they supply good amount of protein, no doubt. But at the same time, they supply over protein. That's also not correct. Over protein, that that loads the kidney. Okay, because more amount of protein, it causes more amount of so-called minerals, so that has to be filtered by the kidney. It is going to load the protein, the kidney. That's going to damage the kidney also. That's why sprouts also. Some people used to say, no, every day morning eat the sprouts. No, that is wrong. Don't eat more sprouts per week. One fistful of one small bowl of the for you or kids, one small bowl of sprouts is more than enough for getting required amount of protein. No need to eat any non-vegetarian food for getting this enough amount of protein for the physical body, my dear friends. That is why, so this is scientific basis, as simple as this. Okay, so how much is required for week for a person, you are going to get in a natural way. Always the plant-based protein is very, very important and easily digestible compared to the animal-based protein. This is how we need to understand. Now, next food what we are going to understand is animal milk, my dear friends. So, what is the animal milk? What about animal milk? What are the alternatives? Are we allowed to drink the animal milk? No. Animal milk, anything. It can be A1 milk, A2 milk. The all the milk which comes from Jersey cows, Holstein Jersey cows is called A1 milk. Most of the Nandini milk, any other brand available currently in the market, are they fall under the category of A1 milk. The A1 milk has got A1 inflammatory protein. So if you start drinking that milk, what happens is slowly that inflammation will happen inside the body. That's how kids are they are prone to the all viral diseases. Every time, some kind of a so-called allergies, lot of allergies happens. And also by drinking this milk, so one of the pathetic situation which is found after the research is all the female girls at the age of 8 or 9, they get puberty because of by drinking milk, by going to this, drinking milk, what happens? That leads to the hormonal imbalance. Because this is actually, this milk is going to provide so-called animal protein. The animal protein will not be digested properly. And also, any milk to be digested, my dear friends, after 3 years of age of human being, right? After the infant's age and after 3 years age, you won't get any kind of enzyme generated inside your physical body to digest any kind of milk. It can be A1 milk or A2 milk, whatever it may be. That is the reason you can't digest any milk. After mother milk, you can't digest any milk in this on this earth planet. What needs to be done is there are other alternatives to provide. Why we drink milk? Why doctors say drink more milk, give more milk to your kid? Of course, they say that. But when you do that, what happens? It leads to a lot of allergies and a lot of inflammations inside the body. And then the kids prone to a lot of diseases. Their immunity power will reduce. So that is why what we need to do is, why they suggest is to get more amount of calcium. Isn't it? The more amount of calcium can be generated with the alternatives. Why do you worry about the milk at all? First of all, first place. So milk is having all the side effects. Forget about that. So there is a very best alternative for that, getting sufficient amount of so-called calcium to the physical body. For that calcium, sufficient amount, what you need to do is sesame laddu. That means so small laddus you can make with the help of sesame seeds. Okay, so the nuvul laddu, sesame laddu, that you make it every week. Every week 2 laddus for you, 2 laddus for kids. Give it. That is going to provide enough amount of calcium. If you drink 1 liter of milk, let me tell you how much real absorption of the calcium happen in the physical body. Only 200 milligrams. If you just eat 2 laddus, about maybe about 100 grams laddu also, for example, you get directly 1 gram of calcium to the physical body. So which is better? Which is natural? Which is unnatural? Think about it. Okay. So animal-based protein is not good. It's going to imbalance your hormones. That's what happening. Even now, let me tell you, some of the gents also. See, ladies, even the elders, I'm telling you. Okay, let's keep it the children aside. Of course, it must not be given. We told you, it causes imbalance of the hormones. Even for the women, it aged, like, after 20, 25 years, whatever, middle-aged women also, they are facing serious so-called menstrual problems because of this only. because of they drink milk. Okay, the milk is going to cause lot of imbalance in the hormones. That's how the menstruation cycle is also not proper, not in time, out of time, long time, less time. All this happens. So this is going to cause imbalance of hormones. Remember this. And many times, ladies, like women will get on the face also the air will be growing, isn't it? The we used to observe. The reason is imbalance of the hormones. Okay, this imbalance of the hormones is happening quite often in the nowadays because the kind of food what we are eating. So that's the kind of food we are eating with a lot of animal protein. This maybe some people eat non-vegetarian, this milk and whatnot. All this, the adulteration of the food, because all these things what happen within your system, the all the hormones are disturbed. They got imbalanced. So that's how they are not working properly. So then it leads to all these kind of problems. Even the gents also sometimes their chest gets bulged. Like if you observe some gents, the chest will be getting bulged. The reason is that it's called imbalance of the hormones within them. That's happening nowadays. We are seeing. Okay. So that's how this imbalance of hormone is going to be is why quite often it is predominant nowadays because of the improper food. So called this animal protein, taking more and more animal protein. Please avoid this. It's very, very important. And if you want, so this is one of the alternative I told you. Second alternative is take coconut, wet coconut, produce the milk out of it. That means any kind of a plant-based milk is wonderful, my dear friends. Groundnuts, coconut, sesame seeds, all these things. You can make milk out of it, and then you drink. And especially if you get A2 milk, do one thing: A2 milk you take, then ferment it as a curd. From the curd, you generate so-called majjige, that is buttermilk. So from the buttermilk you take, if you want, you can take A2 ghee, A2 majjige, A2 so-called buttermilk. Wonderful. Curd also wonderful. So you eat that much only. With the help of milk, only do that. That too A2 milk if you get from Goshala. Otherwise, forget about everything. Okay. So like this, if you go through, my dear friends, so your kids' health will be wonderful. Otherwise, you'll be damaging the health. Their health at the lower age itself. All the immunity power will go. Understand? And nowadays, even we are suggesting the kids also not to undergo any vaccination. You know what is the vaccination effect? Most of us we don't know this. This is the truth. One person written the book in US about the vaccination. Vaccination is causing the impairment of the immunity power of every kid. We are making all the kid prone to the future diseases by vaccinating all these BCG, measles, typhoid, whatever injections you give, right from the small age, you go on give the injection, isn't it? So as we are giving, let me tell you, there is a great conspiracy behind that. There's a great trading behind that. What is the trading? Okay, that trading. One person written one wonderful book. After the book is written, published, he got arrested. The book is dismissed. Book is stopped, and he kept in jail. Okay, that's how they do. That's the biggest lobby is there. Biggest lobby and mafia. They won't allow anybody to tell the truth. Understood? So what's happening, my dear friends? By injecting all these vaccinations, let me tell you, in the future, basically by injecting one vaccine, you are going to inject one virus into the body. You know that? One live virus. These viruses causes in the future cancer, diabetic, BP, all kind of diseases, kidney failure. These are going to bound to happen. That's how they wanted more and more diseased people. The people with the diseases they wanted in the future for their long-term business, permanent business. Now they got the grip of entire humanity under the, the severe lobbying of pharmaceutical industries now. Very, very bad situation, I'm telling you. We are going through the very, very bad situation. I don't know what to do. We only can educate. All of you can, you must go through this. So that's why what we are doing is for the kids, we have alternate ways. What we say is we have something called herbal, even in the October 20, just now I declared October 20 event is going to take place in our center. There we have an herbal alternatives, something like mother tincture. 2 years every day, 10 drops. Okay, is going to take care of against all the kind of fire, all the kind of allergies and fevers, viral fever, chickenpox, dengue, and malaria, typhoid. Against all these things, we must provide the immunity for the kid, isn't it? So that's how, with the natural methods we are introducing now in our center. So from this October 20, almost we'll be having about near about 50 to 60, the numbers, so that people come and take it. It's up like, one bottle maybe about 400 rupees. It comes for all about, 2 years for the kid until, 2 years of age. Keep on giving it. No more vaccines. Forget about all the vaccines. I'm telling you. Give proper food, proper nutrition, proper water, proper oxygen. Take care of all these things. Give the sattvic food, and along with this, these particular drops, herbal drops, so-called BCG1 drops are there. So that we are giving, and along with that, we also have one medicine. So any kind of fever comes, that medicine you can keep in just house. Just you use the drops, that particular mother tincture for 2 3 days. It will be all right. You won't need to go to any doctor also. Even dengue also, any fever. So likewise, friends, we have wonderful alternatives in Ayurveda. Okay. Otherwise, let me tell you, your kids, like you see nowadays, recently COVID injection. After COVID injection, what happened? Many people are undergoing all of a sudden heart attacks, all of a sudden cancers, all of a sudden BP, sugar, whatever. Everything is rising. How many people have taken Covishield here? Raise your hand. Oh, what about Sunita? You also taken? Yeah. Sweta? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. That's a problem. Yes. So what we have done is now, anyway, already have taken, so should not be taken. Okay. In my house, nobody taken. Kids are, we didn't take. We won't take also because we know about it. Okay. What is there in that? So friends, after taking that, many people are undergoing now. They're all non-proven vaccines. You know that? Just for the sake of business, they just, how can you make a one viral injection in the span of 1 year or maybe 6 months? Is it possible? 25 long years it will take to make one injection perfect. Any viral injection. Understand? Just in a matter of 6 months, how can you do that? Not possible. Anyhow, they have done it and they damage the immunity of all the people. So now their business is growing leaps and bounds. They wanted that. They are achieving it. Be careful what you want to do. You take your care, your own care, you take it. Don't depend on the modern system saying that, they'll take care of you. No, they won't take care of you. They'll take care of your pocket, your money. If you show them one insurance card, yes, you are more fortunate person for them. They are most lucky people. If you show them that I have an insurance, yes, good. That's how it is working. So we take care of that. So instead of that, what we have done is, now in the October 20, there's one more plan we have done. Whoever has taken Covishield injection, to nullify the bad effects of that, we have found out one herbal mother tincture. We are going to give that. Everybody, they have to take it and then rectify your side effects. In the future, side effects, we can't do anything now. You have taken already. So we want to avoid that. Okay, we want to nullify the bad effects, side effects of in the future. What's going to come up, right? That also, just I'm telling you for information. Okay. Anyhow, let's move in the topic. The next aspect of the food, cooking oils, my dear friends. What are the edible oils we must be using day to day? We must use only Ghana-based oils, naturally produced oils. No more refined oils, please. No more packet oils. Perfectly avoid it. Anything goes to the factory and come back, it becomes so-called packaged food, it becomes refined food, it becomes non-sattvic. It is so-called refined food, non-sattvic food. It is having, there are additives, there are chemicals added in it. You know one thing, any packet oil which has got about 75% of mineral oil, pure, just waste mineral oil out of the petroleum industry comes. Out of the petroleum industry, what comes as a waste oil, white mineral oil, that is 75%. 25% is only added the flavor of the oil, what you would like to purchase. You want coconut oil, you want groundnut oil, you want any oil, whatever it may be. Yes, they are ready to give you. They'll packetize, give you. But what happened, inside that 75% is the mineral oil comes from the petroleum waste industry, petroleum industry waste oil. They don't want to throw into the sea. They want to throw into our stomach. Okay. Earlier they were throwing in the sea. Now they banned it. So then the scientists are ready with the grants. Scientists are fed with the grants. So they are happy to take more grants and give these kind of nasty solutions. So what they do is they have given us some worse solution that use this oil a part of the edible oil. Simple. Then make the people victimized for that. Everybody gets into, now everybody is getting what? Heart blocks, cancer, all this because of this only. Refined oil only. Avoid this, my dear friends. Whichever you can generate by natural means, please use that oil. It can be groundnut oil, sesame oil, coconut oil, whatever oils. Olive oil, don't use it. Olive oil is not our native oil. It comes from Italy, Brazil. Where does they produce this much olive oil to entire world, my dear friends? Is it possible? It is a chemical synthetic oil. They generate in this way, what I told. Since they are generating like this, they are supplying to the entire world. So many olive trees are not there. That's impossible. How can you give a packet of groundnut oil for 200 rupees? Is it possible? To produce 1 liter of groundnut oil, you need 4 kgs of groundnuts. It costs about 450 to 450, 460 rupees. Then another 150, 100 rupees extra for production. It must be costing, the original groundnut oil must be costing about 600 rupees. Now they give only for 200 rupees. How is it possible? It's not possible. So that means there is an adulteration going on. Any packet, anything comes from the industry, you must be beware of that. You must be so aware. You must read back of the packet, what all the mix in that, ingredients. Then you can understand what are the ingredients. The backside of the packet must be read properly. You should know how to read backside of any packet. There are clearly ingredients mentioned. In the ingredients, you will find not only the actual substance, you also find some substances, the code numbers, E, INS, all these are chemicals. All these are chemicals. They'll mention there. You please read that properly. You will understand very clearly. Okay. Anyhow, the 3 to 5 spoonfuls of 3 to 5 spoonfuls oil per day is sufficient for any person. Growing children can consume more oil, but growing children must be given natural oil in order to strengthen the brain nerves. Otherwise, it causes autism, Parkinson, all the diseases. The nerves weakness is going to cause that. Right? So that's why very, very important for all the growing children must be fed with the natural oil without fail. Please remember this. Okay. So that's how we need to go through. Friends, now the other thing is for sweetness. For sweetness, what must be done? Of course, as we all know, everybody is using, in general, they use sugar. Sugar is going to be it is more dangerous than cocaine. You know that if you start using sugar, you become addicted to that. You always will get craving, that to increase that craviness, they added so-called chemicals in it. Let me tell you, once you start addicted to the sugar, it's like once you become addicted to the cocaine, you can't forget it. That's how it is. Let me tell you, by sugar intake or cocaine intake, what it does in us, it produces the dopamine. Dopamine, that is the one kind of the pleasant hormone, the dopamine. By getting that generated inside us, we feel so happy. After cocaine also it will come. After sugar also it will come. But more and more dopamine is going to cause risk. Is going to be risky for us. We should not encourage to generate this dopamine again and again by going to this kind of food, sugar-based food, sugar-based sweets. Please avoid it. This is alternative. Directly jaggery, that is also black jaggery, and also palm jaggery. These are best alternatives. Now, salt. Friends, salt, especially the powder salt, not recommended. Table salt, powder salt, not recommended. Rock salt, Himalayan salt must be used all the time. Only use this. Saindava lavana. Okay. And also pickles and chutneys. Yes. Pickles made out of all the organic substances is recommended. All the organic substance must be there inside the ingredients. Okay. And in the limited quantity you must eat. Because they are fermented, they'll provide you good bacteria. They'll improve the resistance. Sometimes they say that pickles, right amount of use of pickles will avoid the cancer, anti-cancer properties. They also say that, but all ingredients must be the completely pure chemical free and organic substances while making pickle. Please beware of this. Otherwise, we get into other kind of problems. Understand? Now, so these were the first subject, food, what kind of foods we must be eating. The first item. Second item, foods we should not eat, we should not drink, we should not use. So what kind of those things will be there? There is a list, the list what we need to take care of it is in the kitchen, in the house. What should not eat? We must not eat rice flour, as I told you, wheat flour, sugar, cane jaggery, maida, eggs, meat, fish, dry fruits, all these things you must not eat. Dry fruits also not directly. Soak and eat dry fruits if you want. Bakery products, cakes, biscuits, pizzas, burgers, noodles should not be eaten. Chocolates, paneer, cheese, ice creams, milk sweets, multigrains, soya beans, soya curd, soya paneer, honey also natural honey only allowed. Otherwise, no. Table salt, iodized salt should not be used. Toothpaste must not be used. These must not be used. And what should not drink? Cow milk, buffalo milk, goat milk, no milk. Coffee, tea, soya milk, avoid. Cold drinks, avoid. Coke, Pepsi, all this avoid. All the ready-made tin juice, avoid. Fruit juices, any ready-made fruit juice, avoid. Then what we should not use in the kitchen? I told you already, all the refined oils must be taken out. Plastic item, plastic bottles, plastic vessels, boxes, avoid that. For cooking, all the non-stick aluminum vessels, avoid it. Non-stick pans, all this, avoid it. Don't use the copper vessel for cooking. Only for water storage you can use copper vessel. Only steel vessels you can use for cooking. These are the what should be used, what should not be used, basically, right? Now, the third item is timely eating. My dear friends, so especially eating, we must be eating timely, and whenever we have hunger, we must be eating. Most of the times, I told 3 times, morning keep one time, about 8 o'clock, green juice, like 10 o'clock, any kind of a salad, all these things for a healthy life. Below 25 years, of course, they can eat 2 time grain meal also. Morning and afternoon, otherwise afternoon and evening. The children, athletics, sports people can take the grain meal 2 times. All other people not required. After 25 years, you start reducing the food intake. Don't take too much food. Don't think that by eating too much food you'll be healthy. No, you'll be unhealthy by eating more food. Okay. The reason is any food you consume, in order to digest that, you must use your own energy. Nobody will digest. Remember this. Who will be digesting food? You have to digest. Where from the energy comes? Your own physical energy, you will use it for digestion. Why do you want to suffer? Why do you want to lose the energy by unnecessarily digestion for the digestion? How much ever you need, eat that much only. Suppose you lose some X amount of energy. Let's say 100 calories you spend now. Only fill up that 100 calories back. You don't need to fill up 500 calories. Out of 100 calories you lost, but I'm going to fill up 1000 calories. How does it work? It's going to be much dangerous, isn't it? So that's how we need to take care of, the timely eating for children. Of course, they can eat whenever they feel hunger. So they can eat multiple times because they have good digestion power. Their bones and tissues and muscles are getting built up. They can eat, but adults after 25 years not supposed to do that. Remember that, right? So as we told you, any grain meals eat at either morning, afternoon, not a problem. Okay. And dinner you must finish by 6 to 7 p.m., not beyond 7 p.m. Okay. Always remember this because it's like a circadian clock or the bio clock. Bio clock will end generation of any kind of juices secretion, whatever happens in the stomach will be ended by exactly 7 o'clock, 6 to maximum 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, there is no further juices generated, my dear friends. Whatever you eat, that will becomes waste and it's going to be poisonous. Remember this point, right? And if at all you eat, if you feel any hunger between afternoon and evening, in the evening at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, eat some fruits, local fruits, seasonal fruits. Eat that. So then there is no more eating in the late night, midnight, late sleeping, all this avoid. That's going to cause obesity and all so many problems, my dear friends. So this is how we have to adjust our lifestyle, and there are lot more benefits because of this lifestyle. This is called holistic lifestyle. Three principles we study today. So, right. So the rest of the principles we cover in the next week. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad. Namaste. Yeah. So friends, any more questions? You can raise the hand for 2 minutes. After that, we'll be moving to the next session. Yes. Yes, Tanya.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
When will share the experience, sir?
Tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Sripallavi.
Yeah, I generally practice eating before 7 p.m., Guruji. So after some time, 8, 9 o'clock, like that, I'll be feeling hungry. So what can we consume at that time? If I drink water also, I'll be feeling hungry.
What you should do is light fruit, otherwise one green tea, okay? Some kind of a juice, something like that. Not anything, not very hard substance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Yes. Sweta.
Yes, can we use cold pressed oils?
What I mean, natural oils, Ghana oils, is cold pressed oils.
Cold pressed oil. Okay. Kusuma oil. Do you know this, Kusuma?
All
So we
that,
can.
any oil for that matter, but most of the times coconut oil is the best oil in the on the earth planet. Coconut oil is the best oil.
Okay. Mhm.
And as per seasons, so as per locality, South India mostly groundnut oil. Like Kerala, Kerala if you go, they use
Coconut oil.
oil. If you go to North India, they use mustard oil, sauce oil, all this. So it's also okay. But anything, any oil must be produced naturally.
Okay. So we
Oils will
can.
be produced at higher temperature. All the refined oil produced at higher temperature, that is going to poisonize the oil itself. That means it generates it alters the nature of the oil itself.
Mhm.
Okay. So when the nature of the oil itself is damaged, then what do you get out of that oil?
Mm.
Okay. Right. Yes. So, okay, friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad. Subrat.